What's up? This is B. Welcome to B's Daily Scroll. Let's get it in.
If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus.
Don't entrust this
If we get an airborne pandemic, if we haven't built ahead of time some structures to deal with this, millions of people could be adversely impacted.
But also there will be a surprise outbreak. The next administration, that there's no doubt in anyone's mind that they will be faced with the challenges that their predecessors were faced with.
Pandemic prevention and preparedness is going to end up being, whether the administration likes it or not, a priority, a top priority.
Trump is now president. When he faces his first major epidemic, as his predecessors have, he will likely project his impulsivity, xenophobia, and cavalier attitude towards facts to over 52 million followers.
We may yet again have another pandemic, and it is almost inevitable that we will have another pandemic.
Welcome to Event 201.
Of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic.
A new coronavirus.
Why don't we blow the system up and then say, hey, everyone in the world should get this new vaccine we haven't given to anyone yet?
But it is not too crazy to think that an outbreak of a novel avian virus could occur in China somewhere. We could get the RNA sequence from that and print those vaccines on a patch and self-administer.
Dục thể vai không xác định.
Yo, look at that. Look at everybody in the highway right now. I don't know, bro. Porque van a ver un aparato que se espera. Ni idea. A mí no se mueve de ahí.
That doesn't look like any drone I know.
Look at that. Eh? ¿Será verdad? No. Yo, look at that. Look at everybody in the highway right now. I don't know, bro. Porque van a ver un aparato que espera. Ni idea. A mí no se mueve de ahí. ¿Eh? ¿Será verdad? No.
I've been seeing them at like 4 in the morning.
Have you?
Like twice.
I mean, that is the exact sound I heard the other morning.
This is Phase Music.
Hear it?
Like damn the Batwing or something.
It's just like
Crazy times.
This was filmed in Worcester, Massachusetts by my wife at top of the tower, tallest building. Watch this orb approach this drone and it flares up and changes direction. This was on Friday night. UFO? Drone? What do you think? Tallest building? Watch this orb approach this drone and it flares up and changes direction. This was on Friday night. UFO?
Here we start to work. And we work. We keep working all the way until we're 65 years old. So as you can see, that is most of your life. So it is very important to spend this time doing something that you love. Being a kid is nice. Retiring is nice. But what about the years in between? These should not be just a write-off and just waiting for Friday and just get through it and can't wait till retirement, because once those years are gone, they're gone. What I'm saying is, if you're working at a job that you hate just for a paycheck, then you need to make a change in your life.
And it's true. For all my young folk out there, because I'm old school and I'm damn near at the end of my years, as you have seen, and you got to enjoy it now. Start focusing on yourself. Do what you love, or at least, make sure that that is a part of it. Working for the money and the money only, short-lived. You bust your ass, these corporations don't care about you. They have no problem letting you go and finding somebody else to take your place. They'll do that in a heartbeat. Overtime is not worth the time, your time. Overtime is not worth your time. It's not worth the money. You could be home, be with family, be with friends, doing things that you enjoy, that you love, people that you love. That's what's important. Seriously, let's continue.
Many South Africans are advocating for the repatriation of the Great Star of Africa, amid growing calls from India to have its symbolic and mostly renowned Koh-i-Noor diamond returned to India. The Great Star of Africa, also known as the Cullinan one, is the largest stone cut from a Cullinan diamond and also the largest gem-quality uncut diamond ever found. It was discovered in South Africa in 1905 in a mine owned by its namesake, Thomas Cullinan. Presently, the Great Star of Africa is affixed to the sovereign's scepter with the cross. These gems have been seen adorned by Queen Elizabeth II in various portraits.
Thieves. Wow. That's a good example right there. That's a good example.
Used in a standard first-grade classroom, and several hyperactive children may be noted, especially the boy in the immediate foreground. "90 days after the regular cool white fluorescent tubes were replaced with the new type full spectrum fluorescent tubes with radiation shields, there was a marked improvement noted, and the extremely hyperactive boy has voluntarily moved up to the front row. He raises his hand for recognition and is now up at the blackboard taking part in classroom activities. Prior to the time that this new lighting was installed, this particular boy had an extreme learning disability problem, but quickly learned to read within 90 days after the new lights were installed. There was further noted a general average improvement in both the behavior and academic achievement of the entire class. There are, however, other factors that must also be considered. The implications of the biological effects of light and radiation as observed through time-lapse photography are obvious.
Interesting. I never liked fluorescent lighting.
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
It's kind of interesting, you know. That is the main thing. The reason why we aren't told the truth is maybe we can't handle the truth. And a lot of them think we cannot handle the truth. I know for a fact one person that couldn't handle the truth if it actually came out. And they actually said, you know, that aliens or extraterrestrials exist. That boy would freak out. No question, he would freak out. But, you know, maybe that's what's holding us back. But maybe we're at a point now. Maybe we're seeing all this drone and plasma stuff because, you know, we're getting to the point of no return on this planet Earth. And humans are the cause, and we're in the way. And if we don't learn our lesson, somebody's going to have to step in and push us in the right direction because, you know, we are a destructive species at times.
This week in Dallas, multiple men tried to take multiple children after school. The first attempt happened on Monday, where you can see this car driving by slowly while following a girl. The girl realizes what's going on and she hides. And then as soon as it's safe, she runs to a neighbor's house asking for help. Then 6 hours later,
bro, he just tried to abduct us!
This man attempts to lure a child to his car, telling him to come look at something inside of the vehicle. When the child didn't do that, the man got out and started chasing the kid. That's when the kid ran. And what's shocking about this, there were so many children there to witness this. The mother realizes what's going on. She comes outside and snaps a picture of the man. All of this within hours in Dallas, Texas. The school district announces that they're going to increase security for the children at all schools. But the hunt for these two men is still on. So if you have any information about either one of these two incidents, call the Dallas Police Department.
You got to protect your children, you know? There are scumbags out there on this planet that need to be eradicated, taken off.
Observation.
This is wild. Tell me if you see it.
We are all very lucky that we are across the channel and we are the far side of Europe. But Ukraine is actually much closer than all of us think. I drove out there on my own in my little Peugeot in 2 days. That is how close it is. And it's another 2 days from there to where I live in Pokrovsk, in Donetsk. Now, according to Putin, I now live in Russia. But what I think is slightly strange in the UK is that we do not all necessarily realize how fragile our existence here is, how this is right on our doorstep, and how very quickly, if these things become more unstable, this can affect us here, much more than people worrying about energy bills or food bills. And us paying those fuel bills and those food bills are us fighting a war in the only way that we currently at home currently can. So, as I said, that was more of an observation.
Unanswered universe.
I'm interested to hear what you observe.
Is he controlling her?
Check out this helicopter following two orbs, two balls of light. These are UFOs, these aren't drones. I don't believe these drones are looking for nuclear material. I think they're trying to intercept and interact with these UFOs that are being seen all over the world, including Iran, the Philippines, and get ready, more countries are going to start announcing what's happening as well.
Watch this
video.
video.
Check this footage out, y'all. Crypto University here. This is one of the best pieces of footage that we've been able to get our hands on to show you guys. This is a legit Sasquatch that was recorded on a trail cam And if you look closely, you can even see the gray on its beard. You can make out its nose and its facial features. Right now, it's just walking through the woods, throwing trees around. Check out that gray beard. You can see pieces of it right there, but you're going to keep watching. You're going to see most of his face. There he goes. Look at his nose. I'd say this is easily a 8 through 9 footer. This was recorded in East Texas. This is a legit Sasquatch, you guys. Look how wide the shoulders are. Check him out. They're out there, you guys. Right now, he's just looking around. Check out that beard. Look at the grayish on his beard that you can see right there. You see? Amazing creature.
Unanswered universe.
On regarde les étoiles. C'est trop beau. On n'est pas bien là. On n'est pas bien là. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Oh putain, ça Putain, qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est quoi ce bordel? Oh putain, ça
People consistently underestimate today is how the nature of mass media has transformed society. 10 people control 90% of everything you see, read, and hear in this country. 10 people. Who are those 10 people? Well, you can look them up. They're not hard to find. That, in and of itself, is problematic. When you consider that these 10 people all need permission from the U.S. government in order to have licenses, in order to buy other corporations, in order to do all the nefarious things they like to do, then you really understand what state-run media is. If Martin Luther King were alive today and he were in his 20s, nobody would know who he was because he would never get on TV. That's the difference between 2003 and 1953 or 1963. We live in a completely different era where information is more tightly controlled than it has ever been in the history of this country.
Whoa. You all see that? That I never seen before. That is crazy. Wow.
Do not ever let your parents give you their house. Do what the rich do instead. Baby, I decided to go ahead and retire, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you that house now. That is so sweet, but don't put that house in my name. What? Do you not want the house? Of course I do, but you've owned this property for a long time and the property value has increased tremendously. Which means if you put the property in my name today, I'll be responsible for all the capital gains tax when I sell it. Look, girl, it can't be that bad. Mom, when you bought the property it was $50,000 and now it appraises at $500,000. So when you put it in my name, I'm going to be paying over $88,000 in capital gains tax. That's a lot of money. So what should I do? Instead, create a living trust and make me the beneficiary. So when you pass, I can inherit through the stepped up in cost basis. All tax free. Okay, so how do I go about putting the house in the living trust? First, you'll need to get a copy of your current deed. Then you need to create a new deed using like a quitclaim deed. On the form, the grantor will be your name and the grantee will be the name of the trust. Once you have the form completed, you want to sign and date it in front of a notary, and then you want to take it and file it at the land record office. And once all that's completed, it'll be in the name of the trust. Okay, I got it. So don't transfer the property in your name, open up a living trust instead and name you as the beneficiary. Exactly, Mom. I pay no capital gains taxes and I start building generational wealth. Thank you. Do not ever let your parents give you their house. Do what the rich do instead.
We are launching the drones up in the sky as of right now in New Jersey and stuff, in Texas, everywhere. Like, y'all don't gotta be afraid. Them are man-made drones. And we're doing the launching or whatever. Now, what you do have to be concerned of, my bad, my eye, but it's the orbs that's inside the sky that y'all see that's glowing and stuff, that's shooting down the drones and all that. That's not a part of us. Them are actually real life aliens. Like, aliens do exist. They're above and they're below us. Yes, they do exist. And 2025 there will be a lot more of exposing the truth. I can't say the reason why, but because it's already out here, so I can speak on this. Aliens are real, and we will have to evacuate sooner than later. But just be careful, keep looking up in the sky.
Evacuate where? Where are we to evacuate? That's what I want to know.
Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Gentlemen. Mr. Cybro.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Cybro, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, no, it's a real Bible. You have the opportunity to have $5,000.
The meeting is not open.
Well, you have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
Please
I have a tape.
Sure. It'd be fine.
Why don't you swear to? Why not? Why won't you do it? So why don't you put your hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Cybro has made a fool of himself in front of the world. Mr. Cybro, you do not deserve answers.
Actually convinced of his own words.
The entire program, it's a beginning of a new age.
See, it's simple things like that. He confronts this astronaut who claims he's been on the moon and stepped on the moon, but he doesn't do something as simple as putting your hand on a Bible. Now, if I was on the moon, if I was an astronaut who went through that experience and has somebody who's got a Bible in his hand, like you can look at the Bible to see if the Bible is a real Bible that you believe in, I guess. You would easily put your hand on the Bible, collect the $5,000 and contribute it to whatever charity you want. But he refused flat out. Makes you wonder. That's all I'm saying. Makes you wonder. And you should be curious as well. Why would he not put his hand on that Bible? Something's up. That's all I'm saying. That's it for today, y'all. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you on the next one. Much love, and as always, much peace.